This week, I read an open letter of encouragement, an open letter of encouragement to all youth workers, and it was about how we can get frustrated and bogged down with some of the admin side of youth work, when all we really want to do is be with the young people. But whether we like it or not, emails need to be sent and risk assessments written and so on. And the writer of the letter said that often we have a got to attitude towards these tasks, like I've got to write a policy or I've got to photocopy a whole pile of forms. But she suggests in this letter that we recognise the bigger picture. These tasks are part of a God-given ministry that we get to do. God invites us into his mission and we get to work with him. We can change our mindset to a much more positive one just by changing one letter in a small word, got or get. There's a whole world of difference between them. And I found that really inspiring me. I think it's what I needed to hear when I read it. And I was thinking about all areas of my life, not just work. So I was thinking, what if I have a get to attitude? Would it change my life in any way? And I quickly got quite excited about that prospect and think it really will. And this idea isn't just for youth workers. I really believe that it's for all of us. Proverbs 17 verse 22 says, "A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones." So I wonder what your balance at the moment is between cheerful heart and dried up bones. Often I feel like I'm edging more towards the dried up bones side of things rather than being cheerful, and think that the things that need to be done at work and home are have more of a got to flavour to them than a get to flavour. So can we change our attitude? Well, I really absolutely believe that we can. I think we choose our attitude, how we see things, how we frame them in our minds. So I'm going to read out a list of a few different things that some of us will most likely do through our week. And I want you to just consider whether for you they are a got to task or a get to task in your books. Okay, so we'll start off with doing the vacuuming. Or how about going to the dentist? How about reading the Bible? Or doing some exercise? Or eating healthy food? What about praying? No, you don't have to make this next one known to anybody else. What about going to different meetings at church when we do that? Does that get to or got to? How about doing your shopping or paying the bills? Or even writing something for Flame or Faith Time? Well, we'll all have our own answers to those, and they'll be a bit different. For what some of us consider a task we don't want to do, others might enjoy, and the other way around. But what happens if we approach the task we don't particularly want to do with a cheerful heart, with a get-to attitude? So I thought I would give an example. It's just very simple and very domestic. So I don't really like doing cleaning around the house, okay? But of course it does need doing. So if I change my I've got to do the vacuuming now to I get to do the vacuuming now, where might my mind take me if I have that attitude? Well, to be honest, if I thought like that, it would be a bit of a novel thought. So maybe I'm going to wonder why I'm pleased with the opportunity to get the vacuum out. And then I'll work it out. Well, I get to have a nice clean floor. I'll do some exercise. I might thank God that I have floors to clean and something to clean them with. Then I might realise we have enough to pay for the electricity that powers the vacuum, and thank God for his provision. I might even continue my conversation with God as I do the vacuuming, seeing it as a time that I can spend with him. All of that positivity just from a simple change of attitude. I will be in a better place physically, mentally, and spiritually. And my floors will be better too, of course. And all of that just from vacuuming. I know it's trivial, but it kind of gives you the idea, I hope. And we can remember that Colossians chapter 3, verse 17 says, "And whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to the Father through him." And a bit later on, we're going to think about our attitude towards being disciples of Jesus. We're going to have another song now. It's a song called Resurrecting. It might be new to some of you, but I'm sure you'll pick it up or either enjoy listening to it and just praying through the lyrics. The chorus says, "By your power I will rise from the ashes of defeat. The resurrected King is resurrecting me. In your name I come alive." So let's sing.